Hey everybody, I'm Zombie, and today we're actually going to be doing the Good Night Sleep mod. Now this is a pretty interesting mod, and we're going to go into my tiny little beautiful house, into the nice little house. And this is actually one of the beds, but the real show is going to be down here. And these are all like the decorative blocks you will be able to get out of the mod. I like to decorate a little bit. There will be the slabs, the blocks, and the stairs like normally would with all of these. Now let's get right into it. And this is a pretty cool mod. Here you go. This is all the palette for it. And if we go over here and actually search good, I think all we need to search up is good, and we can find all the blocks here. There's the dirt, the decorative blocks. There's not many, but they do look unique, and they can work if you make them work. There is the fences, the walls, it's the big shebang. Now, I did make some phases and I like it. Now, this mod does have 5 sets of armor, but 6 sets of tools. Now, let's open up with the tools first, the singular tools. Now, there's going to be 2 dimensions. 2 dimensions, that's right. And they show them very uniquely. So, there is the stuff you can get from one of the dimensions, and you can actually get this from some mobs, or you can mine it. So you can actually mine it, and here's the tools. They're decent. So if we go over to just normal tools over here, just so we can get like a clear picture comparison. The tools are probably equal to maybe iron. Yeah. So the tools seem to be equal to iron, at least for this, and it's gonna be a pretty common material. Now let's go over to the candy armor. The candy armor is going to be a little weaker than iron, but it's going to be a super common set, which you can actually get from the candy tree or mine, and you can actually also eat the candy. Now, if I'm a little hungry, let's see if we can do this. Nope, not hungry at all. Cool. But yeah, there is a decent amount of armor, and it would be you'll understand why you don't really need to protect it in this realm, at least. But let's get over with the armor first. We next have the rainbow set. The rainbow set is pretty cool. It's how would I compare that? The rainbow set is probably about gold tier, and its durability is pretty high. It's relative to maybe a little less than diamond, so it's maybe iron. No, it's stronger, so it's in between iron and diamond. When it comes to durability, it's a super cool looking brick, I suppose. Cool blocks, and there's actually a special thing with these rainbow ore you can find in the good dream dimension. Now let's mine some of these and you'll see real quick. Oh, there it is. Did you guys spot it yet? Now, the interesting thing about the rainbow ore is actually sometimes there will be different ores coming out of it. Now, this can be all types of ores, like the candy and gold ore and other ores, or just the normal rainbow ore. And with the rainbow ore, you could smelt it down and get the rainbow ingots. Now, the rainbow ingots are pretty cool looking, so I wouldn't mind just getting this just to wear it, because honestly, don't it look spiffy? It's super cool how they blend all the colors and everything, and I think it works super well. So props on them with this armor set right here. Now let's take this off and go to the next one. Now the next one is actually going to be the potassium ore. It's, you know, positive ore armor. So this is going to be almost like it's real yellow ore, supposed to make you, you know, like real shiny and whatnot. And thank you, Thunder, for letting us know that you are here. But yeah, it's going to be pretty damn strong, just under the netherite and at the diamond. So this is going to be the equivalent of diamond. So if you guys don't bring anything to that world, which you won't, this is pretty much pretty good top tier armor right here. Well, utensils and whatnot, and it looks pretty cool. Just holding it and whatnot, you know, it's a little bit different than the normal armor with the hilt and whatnot. Next, oh, and yes, you can mine this one. Kind of looks like diamonds, but yellow, and the block looks, alright. Now the next one is these two you're going to actually be able to find in the next dimension, and these are going to take it a step further when it comes to the armor, with the armor being, I'd say this first one is going to be a little weaker, so less than netherite, about a diamond, little stronger than diamond in some parts, little weaker, but it's going to be pretty strong, and this is going to be pure black armor. Now look at that. That is some pretty sick armor too. Makes me look cool, and the entire utensils are going to be it. This is it to right, or I don't know. I can never get any of these names right. But that is it for that one. It follows the same block as like the rainbow block, but different. Very dark ingots, and it's pretty obvious to see what it is when you're mining. Now this is the last one, negatite armor. Just like the positite armor, this is going to be the strongest of the next realm, and it's going to be stronger than netherite. That's right. This one's going to be taking it a step further, and it's going to really take the step. Now, these look really cool. Like, out of the entire thing, the weapons here are the coolest, and I think the armor for the rainbow armor is going to be the coolest. Now, you can mine it, but there is a mob which can drop it, and this mob is super cool. Now I want to show you guys as soon as possible, so let's get over with this. And there's the armor. It's pretty strong, you know, toughness and whatnot, super cool, high durability. Okay, next is, oh yeah, and there's only two chests left. We're almost there. Now here are the 3 beds, and actually I think we might want to go over here first. Now there's going to be 2 types of food you can actually get and eat from the dimension, and they're both going to be part of the good dream dimension. Both the candy and rainbow berries are things you can eat in, well, just eat. They're consumables, okay? And they are pretty decent. The rainbow candy berries are going to be the best, right? There is pot of gold, and you do have to craft this. So if we go over to pot of gold and we click here, it's going to be a lot of rainbow ingots, and you'll see for a moment, okay? And block of gold, and then the cauldron. Now this we're going to actually take into the dimension because it's quite large and we're underground. Okay, or we can place it here. Okay. Uh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but it seems to be wanting to be placed underground. Well, it would make a rainbow, like, pretty decent. Over to, like, the armor is where it would end. And it just looks super cool. It's a pot of gold. I think it would be cool if... no, no, no. Let's save the critiques till the very end of the video. So mod creator, if you're watching, I would appreciate if you wait till the very end to hear what I think you could improve about your mod pack. Or not. If you guys are interested on my thoughts too, that would be pretty cool. Now, we're actually going to go first in with the strange bed. Yes, strange bed. Now, the strange bed, if we search up over here, is going to be the first ingredient. Now, you're going to have to find a hope mushroom and a despair mushroom. Now, both of these are going to be extremely, extremely, extremely rare. And they are super hard to find. You can go in the nether or the overworld. They will be in caves and just any type of bed. Extremely rare. And there is also going to be the luxury bed. So there's luxury bed. Okay. The luxury bed is going to be positite gem. And then we have the wither bed, or wretched bed. My bed. Wretched bed. Wretched. 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 My bad, guys. And this is going to be the negatite armor. Now, you guys can see the correlation there, right? And the strange bed is actually going to give you a chance to go to either or dimension. So if you sleep in this one, it's going to work like this. You place it down, you click on it like if you're going to sleep, and it will actually send you to that dimension. But not right now, because we want to go into the positive dimension first with the luxurious bed and just sleep on that bad boy. And we are now in the other dimension. Now, the way you can get out of this dimension, this beautiful dimension, I don't know why you would want to get out, is actually by waiting until it becomes night, which takes about 20 minutes, give or so. Or you can also just die in whatever way is possible. And those are the two main reasons, if not the only reasons how you can get out of this dimension. I don't know what I'm saying. But if we move these eggs out of our inventory, oh, perfect. Now it's working. The lighting was kind of weird just a moment ago, but now it's not. You can actually get what I was talking about, these berries, these rainbow berries, by growing them on this type of dirt. You can get them while breaking this grass everywhere. That's everywhere. There we go. And the blocks I showed you, like the gray ones, the gray wood, is going to be coming out of the candy tree, which you can get candy from. Let's see if we can get lucky right now. No? Okay. Doesn't seem like we're going to get too lucky just yet. But you can actually get the blue wood from right here. If I can... there we go. There we go. Alrighty, well, we have the blue wood too, and there's a bunch of candy forests. There's some mushrooms over there, as you can see. Those are the good mushrooms. I'm gonna call them the good mushrooms because I don't remember their name. Now, if we go here and we put game mode create. Yeah, we can go in creative now. Okay, so just to give you guys an overview more of what's going on, we have normal animals like normal. We got different type of trees, and we actually have another type of tree, a special type of tree over here, which actually is the diamond leaf tree. Now, this tree will actually drop you uh, possibly diamonds. Use a hoe for a higher chance, I do believe. And it's a pretty cool looking tree. Uh, it uses the same wood, so it might blend in, but don't get them mistaken, they are different. So, yeah, those are the diamond leaf trees. And this is the creeper, the baby creeper. Now, these guys are really chill. It is a happy dream type of thing. So, you can actually just chill with them. And if we go to slash game mode, survival, real quick, right now. And hello. Yeah, he doesn't do anything bad, and he actually does drop a decent amount of gunpowder. So now, just for the convenience of moving around, we can go to creative again. And there are flower trees. You can't really do anything with the lollipop bushes except decoration. There are other flowers that you can make into dyes that spawn in the normal overworld. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There is the rainbow and how big it is. And I'm going to now show you guys. Oh, one more thing. One more thing before we go down in the deep below. There are going to be the presents and also the what would you want to call them? Sponges. What sponges? So perfect area you can get sponges from, and unicorns. Now unicorns work exactly like horses, nothing special about them. You can ride them and put a saddle on them. They do come in different colors, but just the basic different colors like green, blue, uh, pink, red, I think. No, not red. I don't believe red. And now we can add, I think we've covered everything over there. I swear, I tried to do as much research as possible just to cover everything. Now, I did use the miner stream over here from a previous mod showcase about the Chaos Awakening mod. I'm trying to remember the name there for just a moment, and you will find these little guys everywhere. Aren't they so cute with 20 HP? So over here, it gives a perfect view of what's going to come out of your chunks. Now, we do have the normal ores like coal, then we have some of the candy ores, which will drop candy, and it's like redstone, so it'll drop multiple candy with some levels. Then we have just a little bit of a lower level. We start seeing is, well, even at the higher levels, to be honest, you'll start seeing a bunch of rainbow ore, a bunch of bigger clumps down here, it seems. Yeah, bigger clumps seem to be spawning lower down, a bit lower. And you'll find the rainbow and candy ores down here inside the ground. And they're pretty decently common. So this is about like maybe one or two chunks. So yeah, this is what will come out of your chunks. You'll be able to get the candy and rainbow ore relatively easy, to be honest. The only thing I'm worried about is the what's it called? The positivian ore, which seems to be really rare. Like diamonds, and you'll find them all the way at the bottom, like diamonds. There it is. There's a singular one, so I don't think they come in very big batches with the positivity ore. There is one. Can we find another? Oh, there's two right there. Uh, yeah, I think that's about it. So it is pretty rare of an ore, but it's not super rare. super duper rare, just a little duper rare. It is going to be relatively rare. The day cycle is about 20 actual minutes, and as I said before, you can just die if you want to get out. But if you wait, if you live until the very end, you will be able to keep everything on here, and the world doesn't reset. So once you go back to the world, it will be the exact same as you left it. Like as you could see, I previously came here just to check out how everything was going, and I built a smiley face and built a bed and whatnot. You can actually build a bed in here and just go back to sleep, and you'll pop right out to the other side. What was that? Huh. I heard a weird noise, but I can't find it no more. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a strange noise. There is one more block I want to go over, and it is pretty cool block. It spawns almost like pumpkin, to be honest. Uh, you know how pumpkin spawns over in the overworld? It's pretty much the same, and it is the present mod. You can't make this, I mean, present mod, the present block. You can't make these, but if I go into survival real quick, real quick, and we actually can just hit these, and there will be random stuff. So this is probably a easier, quicker way of finding positively, or they are pretty rare though. When I say pretty rare, they are really decently rare, so you'll really have to go looking for them. They do come in batches about 10. Don't quote me on that because I can't remember completely, but it's around there. And they are super cool just to find around, so we can now go into, actually, we can show you the mobs. Here is the spawn egg for the baby creeper and the unicorn. So they do have the spawn eggs for the baby creeper and the unicorn. See, this one came out as pink. It is like a horse, exactly so just a faster way of traveling over in the not overworld, chill dimension, as you could say, the sleepy dimension. And it's a pretty chill dimension, but I do have a little bit of criticisms I want to comment to at the end about it. It's nothing bad though. So if we go back to sleep over here, because we're not gonna wait all that time. Okay. World's loading back in. And just so we don't confuse the beds, let's how did I get to? I don't know. All right, I must have died earlier and picked it up when I went back in. Now the wretched bed is actually pretty scary, so instantly I'm going to go into game mode creative, and it is really dark. So we're actually going to go to night vision and grab the 8-minute one because it's gonna probably take a while. So this place is really deadly, and it's obviously going to be really hard to survive 20 minutes here, but there are some super duper cool mobs. Now it is super dark, but hopefully you guys can see a bit better with the light as it is. We have the redwood as we saw earlier and the white wood. There are some dead wood forests, but not around us, I don't believe. There's some mushrooms as well, and some little mushrooms. There is a new mob though. These are dangerous. The prickly nightmare grass is dangerous, and these guys are also dangerous with 30 HP. They walk relatively fast when they're aggroed, and they're relatively scary. But what they do is they blind you, which is extra scary because imagine being in this dark area and then you have blindness, so you're like extra blind. Okay, well there is let's see if we can find him. there is a special little guy that I want to see if we can find him just out in the wild because he is relatively rare. Should I leave you guys to see it for the end of this area? I guess so. There's not much to see here other than that. Pretty scary area overall, a lot of lava. Now, for the ores, you're going to be able to find normal ores like you would be able to find over in the overworld, but you will be able to find that necruium or necruum. It is the ore I showed you earlier that can make the decent armor, pretty common ore. I think the most common ore out of them all. Now let's see if we can find that other one. Which one was it? There it is. The Zytrium ore, and this is obviously different from coal. It seems to be spawning in twos, not a lot. And let's see if we can find that red beauty. Red beauty, where are you? I don't think we're going to be able to find it, and that's okay because there is another way to get it. Unfortunately, there are no presents over in this dimension, but there is something else, something super cool. There are new flowers too, like the dead flowers, and you can actually get some wheat seeds interesting enough by breaking the grass, so that's a fun little fact if you want to know about that. Uh, and there is a fun little guy, and I don't think we're going to be able to see him. He is pretty rare, to be honest. Now, I'm just trying to get like, oh, there's one of my deaths. I really did try getting as much intel on this as possible before coming in here and giving you guys pretty much an overlook of what's going on. Okay. I guess we're not going to find him. Hero. Herobrine. Let's see if we can actually find him in here. Herobrine. 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 Torment. Spawn egg. I don't know. There might not be a spawn egg for him. Spawn egg, spawn egg, spawn egg, spawn egg. We can show these two while we're at it, I suppose. There is the giant. The giant, as you would expect, is my beautiful mother. Just kidding. But it is a giant, and it doesn't, I don't think, spawn naturally in this world, but it does have a spawn egg in this mod, and these little boys do spawn in the world. They got one eye, they got a tilted head and everything. They look super cool and have an awesome model. They really outdid themselves with the model and everything. And now I'm going to be on the search for Herobrine. I'll come right back once I actually find this dude because he is a rare spawn, almost like a wandering boss. So I'll be back shortly. Oh, there we go. We finally found him after searching so long. He is a wandering boss pretty much. You can see him from afar with his blinding eyes. Mate, your eyes are shinier than mine. How do you get them like that? I want to get them as shiny as that. But he does have the 40 HP, and he teleports like normal Herobrine and hits like a truck. But this is actually going to be the forest, the dead forest as I like to call it, because it just makes sense. He is a pretty cool boss. Well, he's not exactly a boss, but you know, he's a tough guy. And if we attack him, he's going to make that wither sound. And once he dies, he has the possibility. It doesn't seem like he did this time. but he does have the possibility of dropping uh, what, oh man, the negativian ore. You can also find that in the ground, like on the lowest level where like you'd find diamonds or stuff. So that is pretty much this mod. If you guys enjoyed, just kidding. I'm actually going to tell you about my criticisms now. Now, I think this is a great mod pack. I really do. And with some things and some aspects, I think they've outdone themselves. But the things I don't really like about it is there's a lack of initiative with the for the player, because once we get into this dimension, there I have seen it though that they have mentioned that they probably will be adding bosses and other things like that, but it really does need a boss room or like a boss place we can explore, or dungeons. No, no, no. Even just one boss area would be fine, because all we need is one boss area, maybe on one dimension each, because there is the nightmare and there is the good dream dimension, which I think would be perfect if there was two different bosses, some like Candy Dude, and maybe like Hero Brian just buffed up, and maybe he has like a castle or something, right? And I feel like that would be pretty much it for the criticism, except the mushrooms are extremely rare, like I've mentioned. Uh, in my opinion, too rare. Because if you want the player to want to actually explore this dimension, it shouldn't be too hard to find the mushrooms they're looking for. And I think one way they could solve this as developers is pretty much add the Wandering Trader like other mods have, as I've seen, and actually leave the the possibility of like a rare Wandering Trader to spawn with possible trades of mushrooms and whatever not. Oh, there's another here, Brian, and whatever not there might be. And I think that would be super cool, because even though the Wandering Trader is super rare, it would allow the people to have another way of at least like getting the possibility of getting the mushrooms instead of really having to search for them, which kind of sucks sometimes when you're just trying to chill and not look for tiny mushroom, you know. So this is it for the mod pack. It is a super cool mod pack where one dimension is super scary and dangerous, and another one is super chill. I do like how they made the music like a bit creepy on this one and a bit cheerful on the other one. And I think in all, the dimensions are super cool. I only regret to say that there is not enough initiative for the player right now, and I feel like, in my opinion, that even I would still want to like explore the dimension, but I feel like for the average gamer just wanting to fight bosses and whatnot, it's going to be hard to want to go into this dimension when there's no grand final boss or anything, and then you can say, okay, I've completed this dimension, you know? So that's it from me. I am Zombie. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe or like or turn on notifications if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you next time. This is uh, Good Night Sleep, the mod. See you later.